Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Now Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Past the 20. There he goes, left side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 33. That one good for 37 yards.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of
so the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and goal.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Score Texans 21, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
To Duke Johnson. That's a gain of 7. Brings up
Watson on 3rd down. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. But now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Dobbins into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the 2nd half with a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they start the 2nd half with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, it's Watson. David Johnson here on the catch. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
30-yard line.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Out of bounds.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though,
and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Chris Moore returning it. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
To Mark Andrews.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
J.J. Dobbins, the ball carrier. Vernon Hargraves on the tackle.
Right back to Dobbins on first. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Bradley.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Now he's flushed out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Back now in Houston, it's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Texans take over 1st and 10.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
10 yards.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 30-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
6-yard line.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
David Johnson.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
20-yard line.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Whitney merciless. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Whitney merciless, and that will force a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd and goal, Watson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement.
It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And the Ravens.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Johnson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Houston, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire.